this is your land, you are growing wheat, right? Now you shifted from wheat, you shifted to pulses. Okay, so this is agriculture diversification, right? You are changing your cropping pattern. Okay, and second is what you are doing. For example, you are doing farming, now you started doing fishing, okay, or poultry, or cattle rearing and all that. So you shifted your work. Over here you are doing farming, but you are changing your cropping pattern, right? But here you are shifting from agriculture to non-agriculture sector, right? So this is agriculture diversification. So agriculture diversification include two aspects. One related to change in cropping pattern, and the other related to shift of workflow from agriculture to allied activities, which is from livestock, poultry, fisheries, etc. Or allied activities are basically livestock, like rearing of cow, buffalo, like this. And poultry is hens. You are rearing, like you are keeping hens, right? And fisheries, fishing and all that, and selling them, right? And non-agriculture is like, for example, I joined a company, so that is non-agriculture sector. Okay, so this is your agriculture diversification. Now, next question is, ma'am, why agriculture diversification is essential for sustainable livelihood? So why you are doing this agriculture diversification? What is the need? Okay, so first is the need for diversification arises from the fact that there is a greater risk in depending exclusively on farming for livelihood. Okay, so over here, see, for example, I am only dependent on farming, right? That I will grow crops, then once my crops are in ready state, I can cut them and I'll sell it, I'll get the food, money, everything, right? But for example, there is no rain, monsoon failure is there, right? Or any famine came, right? So at that time my whole crop will be zero and my income will be zero. How will I survive? But on the other hand, if I have some other work, right, so at that time that will be saving me from the risk. So therefore there is a need, if you want to reduce the risk, right? So I can go for some other agriculture diversification, right? Then second is diversification toward new areas is necessary not only to reduce the risk for agriculture sector, but also to provide sustainable livelihood option for the rural people. So over here, see, if you will grow your crop, only then you will be able to generate income, right? But for example, you join any company, right? So for example, you are not ill, you are ill. Okay, if you will not go that day, also you have some sick leaves and everything. So there is a permanent things over there, right? So that is giving you the sustainable livelihood option for the rural people. Now next is, much of the agriculture employment is there. So basically what happens, for example, when people are growing crops, you are getting the employment, but in between you don't get any employment, right? So see, to provide supplement gainful employment and realizing higher level of income for rural people to overcome property. So over here you are getting the supplement. Supplement mean addition gainful employment. Like see, agriculture you are doing, that's fine. Apart from agriculture, you can do poultry, right? You can rear your cattle and all that. You can join a company, you can do part-time job. So that will help you to overcome property, because from agriculture itself you won't be becoming rich, right? So if you have some alternative option, that will be helping you to get some additional income, and that will help you to overcome the poverty. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you will quickly read it: agriculture diversification, then why agriculture is important, this agriculture diversification, then we'll quickly move to next topic.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So let's just start with a new topic, which is this role of non-farm employment. Non-farm is like apart from farming, like which is agriculture diversification, right? So we'll just study role of non-farm employment in promoting rural diversification. How there is a diversification is basically you are getting the variety. Okay. So why it is important? See, as agriculture is already overcrowded in the agriculture sector, like if you have 4 people, if 4 people are required, over 10 people are working over here, right? So this is it is already overcrowded, and a major portion of the increasing labor force needs to find alternative employment opportunities in other non-farm sectors. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after this, see, non-farm sectors have following subsectors. First is a dynamic sector that permit healthy growth. Okay, like processing industries, leather industry, tourism, etc. Right? Or there are some other sectors which have low productivity, like pottery, craft, handlooms, etc. Okay. So first you will read these 2 points, then we will start one by one with the non-farm employment. Like apart from farming, there are few employment like fisheries, animal husbandry. We'll discuss that.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's just start with the next, which is your animal husbandry. Okay, just a minute. Okay. So first is your first occupation is an animal husbandry. So over here in animal husbandry, what usually happens, they will be rearing animals like cattle. Cattle includes like cows and all that, goats and fall. So now the question is, ma'am, why they are rearing animals for milk, for meat, eggs, food, and other purpose. So that is your animal husbandry. Right now, the question is, ma'am, how animal husbandry? Animal husbandry is also known as livestock rearing, right? So why they are doing this? Why animal husbandry? How animal husbandry will be helping it? So see, livestock production provides increased stability in income. Okay, for example, you have for example, you have 10 cows. Okay, so you have a security that like those cows will be giving you milk, right? So you have an income stability, right? Plus you have food security, right? You can sell that milk and you can get the food, right? Plus transport is needed, fuel and the nutrition of a family without disrupting any food producing activities. So see, you are doing farming, and apart from farming you are also doing this rearing and all that, so it won't be affecting your agriculture, right? Plus they will be giving you these type of income, food security, transport, fuel and all that to your family. So this is a benefit, right? In India, basically today alone, like livestock rearing, like we have different like poultry, fisheries and all that. Out of that, most of the people are doing livestock, and over 70 million small marginal farmers include landless labor. So the people who are doing this livestock, they are basically the landless labor. They don't have any land or something. A significant number of women also find employment in the livestock sector. So rearing a cow, it's not a big deal. Big deal in the sense like women can also do. Like 80% and 90% of the women are doing this rearing, not the males. Right? They are mostly engaged in agriculture, but this is done by females. Okay. Over in India, see, you have different ones like goats, pigs, poultry, cattle, and all that. So out of this livestock, like livestock is giving someone a life and treating them as a treating them, giving them life, feeding them so that they can provide you some benefit in return. So over here, poultry, cattle, and all that. So you can see that livestock population is quite impressive, right? This is livestock. You can see that okay, everyone is engaged. Like poultry, you can see most of them doing poultry, cattle and buffaloes. They are doing like this. Now the question is, ma'am, why? What are the measure? Like if you want to increase the livestock property, what should you do? So first of all, do one thing. You improve the technology and promote good breeds. Right? For example, if I want to rear a cattle, right? So if I will breed two people, two good breeds, then I will get the outcome will be a good breed, a good cattle, right? Or a good goat. Right? So first of all, improve technology plus promote good breeds of animal to enhance the this productivity. Second, improve veterinary. Veterinary is basically, for example, if my cow fell ill, so there should be a proper doctor for that cow who will be treating her, right? So this is what you should improve this veterinary care, and plus the facility should be provided to marginal farmers and landless labor too. Only then what you can do, you can improve or you can increase the livestock productivity in India. Okay, for example, you have 10 cows, they fell ill and suddenly all of them die. So their productivity is zero. But for example, if some like one or two cow fell ill and you have a proper veterinary things and everything, so they will recover. Right. So they will give you the productivity. So if you want to increase productivity, you should go for these two. First of all, do provide improve technology plus the breeds and all that. Okay. So first of all, you will read animal husbandry. You will read it till here and these 3 points. Okay, and after that, from here, measures, these 2 points, and then we'll start with the dairy sector.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now basically the most important thing is this one. Huh? My marker is not, it's hang or something. Yeah. Okay. So performance of Indian dairy sector. Dairy sector is basically from where you are getting milk, right? So in India, if I'll ask you what is the performance of Indian dairy sector, so you will say milk production in country has increased by more than 8 times, not 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It is 8 times between 1951 to 2040, right? And how this happened? Because of this Operation Flood. So sometimes you get a question for what is Operation Flood, or they ask you how the performance of they will ask you like what is the performance and if it increased, how it increased. Okay, so because of Operation Flood. So ma'am, what is this Operation Flood? So Operation Flood is a system whereby all the farmer can pool their milk. This pool word we already had, pooling, carpooling, right? So over here, what they are doing, for example, this is farmer 1, this is farmer 2, this is farmer 3, and this is farmer 4. So they have 1 liter of milk with them. Okay. So what they will do, they will just pool it over here. So now this has 4 liters. So somebody will take their milk to urban areas and there he will sell, and in return they all will get money. Okay, this is what. So Operation Flood system is whereby all farmers can pool their milk produced according to the different grading based on the quality, and the same is processed by the market to urban centers through cooperatives. Some cooperatives will contact them, they will pool it and they will sell it, right? And in the system, farmers are assured for the fair price. They get fair price and income from the supply of milk to urban market. Clear? So this is your Operation Flood. Okay, Gujarat is a state which has done an incredible job in this Operation Flood system, and Gujarat, from Gujarat itself you are getting milk to, Gujarat is providing milk to so many states. Okay, now coming to fisheries. Okay, so this is your Operation Flood. Just read it and then we'll do the fisheries part. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, so let's just start with the next. Okay. Now fisheries. Basically, second occupation is a fisheries. Fisheries is you will be doing, fishing and all that, and then you will be selling the fish to the market. The fishing community regard water body as the mother or the provider, right? So first point is this, that fishing community, they are, saying that this fishing area, this area or the water bodies are mother, because if there is no water body, you won't be getting fish, and if you are not getting fish, you cannot do the fisheries part, right? Second, in India, okay, yeah. In India, after progressive increase in budgetary allocations and introducing of new technologies in fisheries and aquaculture, the development of fisheries have come long way. So in India, most of the technology like came and all that. So that has promoted fisheries part in India. Okay. And then next, this one. Even though women are not involved in active fishing, see, it is not possible for women to, go and do fishing, right? Because you are not going to see near a beach and you'll get fish. No, you have to go in between the and then you have to collect fish. It's not possible for women to involve in the active fishing, but 60% of the workforce women are, eh, involved in export marketing. For example, her husband bought fish and she will be selling those fish, so she will be working in the export one. But for example, if there is a single lady or single mother, of course she has to do fishing, right? So she will go, but 60% of the women are like involved in export, not in internal marketing. Okay, like not in fishing. Next, total fish production accounts 0.8% of total GDP. And what are the areas? So West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. So this is the India is like this. Over here they have ocean. So near ocean, all the states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, this Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat over here. Like they are the basically Andhra Pradesh over here. They are the areas where you like most of the like among all the states. These are the states which contribute a lot. Okay, and see this, a large share of fish workers families are poor. Okay, so therefore there is a need to increase credit facility through cooperative and self-help group for fisher women to meet the working capital requirement for marketing. Okay, so now ma'am, what is this basically? See, for example, for fishing also you need boat, right? You need net and some other material as well, right? So if you don't have money to purchase all this, so how will you do this? So therefore, as I told you that large fish workers families are poor, so there should be the credit facility so that they can take loan, and with the help of that loan they can purchase the thing. So there should be this credit facility to them as well. Clear fishy part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the points which I have marked, we will quickly read them out and then we'll start with the next one.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, everyone done?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So now let's just start with the horticulture. Ma'am, horticulture is what? Horticulture is basically, for example, in agriculture sector, you are growing crops, right? But if you will grow fruit, vegetable, tuber crops, flowers, medicinal and aromatic plants, species, and plantation crops, that is known as horticulture. Okay, and in India, because you have different variety of soil as well as the climatic condition are different at different places, so horticulture is basically one of the favorite thing the farmer do. Okay, so first thing, then next is they crop very important role in providing food and nutrition. See, for example, with only growing wheat, you cannot provide nutrition, right? You need fruits and fruits to get nutrition. So when you do horticulture, they provide you food as well as a nutrition, right? And plus employment level increases. For example, I did, I grow apple. Okay, so over here somebody will grow this apple. Somebody will as transport it, somebody will sell it, so of course employment level also increases over here, right? So horticulture has emerged as successful sustainable livelihood option, right? And next is India has emerged as world leader in providing variety of fruits like mangoes, banana, coconut, cashew nuts and species, number of species, and second largest producer of fruits and vegetable. This is what. And then next is economic condition of many farmer engaged in horticulture has improved, and it has become a means of improving livelihood for the unprivileged classes. Okay, so this is what. So these are the basically 3-4 points for horticulture. We will read these and then the next one. Then we'll start with the very important topic, which is your IT sector.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now basically requirement for enhancing the role of horticulture. So ma'am, how you can enhance the role of horticulture? So see, first invest in infrastructure like electricity, right? There should be cold storage facilities because, for example, if you are producing apples and if there are no cold storage facilities, so you cannot store the apple for longer period of time, right? Then marketing linkage, then small scale processing units should be there. Small scale like that, there should be so many units because, for example, if I'm this is a city, you should have in the city you have different locations, so there should be small scale processing units, plus there should be technological improvement and dissemination. Okay, so these are the in requirement. If you want to enhance the horticulture sector, you should do these things. Then plus, very important, how IT, right, information technology has helped in achieving sustainable development and food security. First, predicting area of food insecurity. So over here, because of technology, you can predict which are the area where emergency can be there and so many other things. Okay, and then dissemination information, right? So over here, the positive impact on agriculture sector is at like if you will be getting the emerging technology information, then you can easily teach people how to use the technology and they can help you, right? Then plus, if you will increase the creative potential and knowledge, right, how to use it and how that technology can help million of peoples, so then also this, because of technology, it is possible. Plus employment generation, right? Most of the people, like, if you will introduce a machine, then to run that machine you need people, right? So the people are requirement of that time, so when they are the requirement, they will be getting the job and that will increase the employment level, right? So you will do this. Then we have the most important topic, organic farming. We'll start with that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay, everyone done?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So let's just start with the next topic, which is your sustainable development and the organic farming. Okay. So first question is, ma'am, what is this organic farming? It's like the farming itself, but over here, see, organic farming is an eco-friendly technique, right, of growing crops which promote sustainable development. In other words, you can say organic agriculture is a whole system of farming that restores, maintain, and enhance the ecological balance. Okay, so over here, what you are doing, see, most of the people, what they do, wherever they are growing crops, they are using pesticides, chemical fertilization, toxic pesticides, and all that, right? And because of this, that is harming. Like that vegetables they are growing, we are eating that only, so they are not organic, right? But over here in organic farming, they are not using any harmful chemical, harmful pesticides. They are producing the crops, or they are producing the vegetable in very organic way, right? So that is your organic farming. Okay. Now, next thing is, what is the benefit of organic farming? So first of all, help in sustainable development of agriculture. See, if you are using if you are using, toxic pesticides, fertilizers, and all that, so what will happen? Of course, after 1 or 2 years, your soil will be degraded, right? So that means sustainable development is living for longer period of time, right? So it will not help in the sustainable development of the agriculture, right? Now, coming to next thing, but if you will do organic farming, of course, it will help you to do sustainable development of agriculture, right? Second, it offer a piece to substitute costlier agriculture inputs. So costlier, like you are using fertilizers, you are using, pesticides, so they are very costlier, right? So now, if you are doing organic farming, you do need all this. So it is again good for you. Plus, it helps you generate income through exports. See, in India, most of the people don't go for organic farming because they are costlier, right? For example, if you are getting non-organic apples at 10 rupees, organic apples will be for 50 rupees. So everyone go for this, not for this. But for export, it's an important thing. Then nutrition value. If you eat organic, your nutrition value increases. Plus, more and more people get employment because of this organic farm. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, next thing is, ma'am, what are the limitation or problem of organic farming? So first is the yield of organic farming are less than the modern agriculture farming in the initial year, right? So in starting, most of the people are like, of course, it's a new thing, right? So why people would like to invest more? So they were not ready, right? So therefore, the small and marginal farmer may find it difficult to adapt a large scale production. So this is a problem. Like the small farmer, they don't have much equipment and all that, so they were not ready for this, because in India nobody is purchasing their organic product, so why they will produce it, right? Second is more blemishes and a shorter shelf line, so they don't have a longer period. For example, apple, you cannot store it for 1 month, maximum 10 to 15 days, not more than that, right? Then choice of in production of off-season crops is quite limited in organic farming. So off-season, for example, mangoes, they are only available in summer. So what about winters and all that? So again the problem. Next, marketing of organic produced goods is another major problem. So marketing of originally produced, so original produced goods was again a problem, right? Now the suggestion how you can promote organic farming. So first of all, create awareness and willingness on the part of farmers to adapt new technology, right? Second, provisions of adequate infrastructure. So there should be some infrastructure so that people don't feel like that they are like from where they will get things. They should have the adequate infrastructure. Then you do marketing. You should make people aware that organic farming is important, plus organic products are really important, right? Plus there should be the agriculture policy as for other farming products. For organic farming also there should be the agriculture policy. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So students, from the PDF, you will read the last point.